Hello everyone and welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. My name is Abu Kals and I'm right about to give you the latest transfer news when we talk about the January transfer window in the football club Arsenal is looking at making things happen, making deals happen with deals that are very, very close and big transfers that could really be on the way for the football club Arsenal. Make sure you stick around until the last bit of this video, because if you blink you definitely miss. We've got big names to talk about, and big transfers to talk about. Make sure you stick around until the last minute, because this is going to be massive. And when I say massive, I mean massive. We know that with Arsenal really pushing very hard to make sure that they strengthen their squad amidst injuries to key football players like Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka. At this moment in time, we are talking about advanced talks for Sivert Nypan, the latest also on Dusan Vlahovic, and the potential move for Victor Gyökeres, a football player who has come back into the transfers, and at this moment in time, he's been linked heavily to the football club Arsenal. And will Arsenal land these reinforcements to keep their title hopes alive? Let's dive straight into everything you need to know about these wonderful football players and these massive transfer news. Anyway, let's start with Sivert Nypan, the 18-year-old Norwegian international, the young midfielder was being compared to none other than the midfield maestro Martin Odegaard for his creativity and also his vision. And we know that according to The Guardian, which is a reliable source, Arsenal is in advanced talks, advanced discussions with Rosenborg, to make sure that they can sign Nypan for a fee that is in the region of £10 million, ladies and gentlemen, plus add-ons. So what's exactly about Nypan? What's exactly about this wonder kid? Why is Nypan why is he a hot cake? Why is he that football player that Arsenal needs desperately? And there is a bit of competition for him. Manchester City wants him. Manchester United has been linked. Chelsea wants him. What is so special about the 18-year-old? We know that at just the age of 18, he has already shown maturity and also composure beyond his years. He could provide, he can provide the much needed depth to make sure that Arsenal's midfield is in a better position, especially with fixture congestion. We definitely know that Arsenal is facing a bit of a rough time when you look at the fixture congestion. And he's a very brilliant young talent. He's a very good football player, and that's why very many clubs are interested in him. However, Arsenal isn't alone in this race. We know that clubs like Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Girona, Aston Villa, and also Tottenham Hotspurs are all interested in this young lad. He's a hot cake. But the good news is that I've got big news for you. The big news and good news is that Arsenal is reportedly the one that is spearheading this, and we know that he also is leaning towards a move to the Emirates. He likes Arsenal. He likes what Mikel Arteta is doing at Arsenal, and he likes the development development of kids, at the club Arsenal, from the academy graduating to the main team. He likes how Arsenal handles business when we talk about academy football players, and he definitely knows that he is young and he's got a big future ahead of him, and he will be fine in Mikel Arteta's hands. So Mikel Arteta's vision seems to have impressed the gentleman, and that's why the young football player Nypan is looking at joining the club Arsenal, and these are advanced talks. We are talking about Arsenal getting into the next stage. So any minute, any second from now, we are going to be seeing Arsenal most likely signing the football player. Nypan is going to put pen to paper any minute, any second from now. As we know, Arsenal does not have the time anymore because the general transfer window is nearly ending. So something has to be done. Anyway, having talked about him, that's why I told you, you miss You blink, you miss. You blink, you miss. So you have to make sure that you stick around until the last person, because I've still got big news for you. Now let's go to Dusan Vlahovic. Back on the radar, we know that he's back on the radar. Let's talk about Dusan Vlahovic. We know that injuries to Gabriel Jesus and also Bukayo Saka have left Arsenal light in the attack, and the Serbian striker has re-emerged as a prime target according to the Sun. And we know that Dusan Vlahovic has scored 12 goals in 24 appearances this very season, and for Juventus proving his reliability as a goal scorer, we know that Arsenal has to do everything to make sure so this still happens. However, it won't be an easy one, We know that Chelsea is reportedly in the mix and also considering a potential swap deal involving Renato Viega. We know that Juventus is open to selling Vlahovic, but Arsenal will need to act fast and decisively to avoid losing out and losing him to any other club. I would like you to imagine something. I'd like you to imagine Dusan Vlahovic leading Arsenal's attack alongside Martinelli, Martin Odegaard, and also Leandro Trossard. His physicality, finishing ability, and most importantly, his experience could transform Arsenal's front line into the most feared and most deadly front line in the Premier League and abroad. So ladies and gentlemen, now having talked about him, we know it's not even been the first time him being linked to Arsenal, but this time it's very serious and Arsenal need to act quick and very fast. So ladies and gentlemen, now let's switch on to yet another football player, Victor Gyökeres, the surprise candidate, one that you cannot ignore. We know that the Swedish striker has been tearing it up for Sporting Lisbon and is now on Arsenal's radar again. When the January transfer window started, he was heavily linked to Arsenal and it sort of died out, and at this moment in time it's resurfaced. But remember, the resurfacing of such a deal when a few days are just being are left to the end of the January transfer window, it shows that it's a very serious one. So we know that the Scottish Sun reports that Arsenal sees Victor Gyokeres as a potential option to bolster the attack of the football club Arsenal. But there is a catch. We know that Manchester United is also keen on signing Victor Gyokeres. Manchester United's interest stems from Victor Gyokeres' connection with manager Ruben Amorim, who coached him at Sporting Lisbon. So Arsenal will have to move quickly if they want to secure the Swedish forward, especially with competition heating up. And we know that Victor Gyokeres' versatility and also his physicality would make him a fantastic addition, offering Mikel Arteta more tactical options in the final third, and that is exactly what Arsenal needs to do at this moment in time. So ladies and gentlemen, here's the bigger picture. We need to look at the bigger picture. We know that Arsenal's pursuit of Nypan, Vlahovic, and also Victor Gyokeres highlights the club's ambition to stay competitive despite injury setbacks, ladies and gentlemen. And we know the Nypan offers long-term potential in the midfield. Dusan Vlahovic is the proven striker who can deliver goals immediately. If you're looking at immediate impact, then Dusan Vlahovic is the perfect football player that will do that there and then. And we know that Victor Gyokeres brings a mix of versatility and also form. The challenge also is yet something we need to look into. Despite all these good things that we're talking about them, there will be a bit of challenges. We know that timing and competition is the big thing. With Chelsea in Vlahovic and also Manchester United circling for Victor Gyokeres, Arsenal needs to act quickly and decisively because Nypan, anything can change. We've witnessed this happen when we talk about last minute theft. That is what I can term it as last minute theft. Because for those of you who were following the Mikhail Mudryk transfer when he was at Shakhtar Donetsk, Arsenal almost finished the deal, and Chelsea came and took the football player. And one of the reasons is why is because Arsenal didn't act fast. But now Arsenal needs to realize that a few days are left. Acting quick and fast is not an option that they might have to do. it's a must do. But actually, if Arteta can definitely pull off at least 2 of these deals, it could make all the difference in the title race. That would definitely be quite good. Out of the 3 deals, Mikel Arteta should pull 2. Let us not pull 2. Let us not pull Nypan, which is almost done, and Dusan Vlahovic will be alright. Or Victor Gyökeres and Nypan. Anyway, out of the 3, whom would you say Arsenal should go for? Ladies and gentlemen, I know that, so I would like to know exactly what you think. Whom would you prioritize? Is Nypan the future of the midfield at the club Arsenal? Do you think that is the right thing? And is Vlahovic the striker that would solve the attacking issues at the club Arsenal? And would Gyokeres be the football player who would bring depth? And also, is he the missing piece up front? Let me know in the comment section. But also, we know time, as I told you before, time is getting done. Arsenal needs to act very quickly. And as I told you before, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, because if a deal that is done, I'll be the first person, I promise you, I'll be the first person to come up here and tell you that this deal has 100% been done. And I'll come and I'll tell you that. So make a point, subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out, because we've got a few days until the summer, until the general transfer window gets done. So my name is Abu Carls, and I'll definitely see you straight in another video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything I've got to bring to you right about here, the Arsenal Podcast, with me, your very host, Abu Carls. Feel free to call me Abu. I'm alright with that. Anyway, goodbye for now.